Welcome back, Kvagram here. So, yeah, the camera is underwater. And why is that? Whoop. Do you remember that dome I made back in episode 6? Yeah, I'm doing that again. But this time, I'm making it bigger, and I'm making 4 of them. So here are the construction sites lined up. So the height pillar is not in the correct height, but that doesn't really matter. This project will partly be a, at least for the first part, a group project. So I am inviting Big Jaffa and Callisto to help me build these domes. Because if you remember from episode 6, just making that single dome there really took some time. So yeah, I'm hoping to get some help with that. So in preparation, I have gathered all the resources, and I must tell you, mining for quartz, which I need for these domes, mining for quartz are a real fucking pain. Excuse the language. A real fucking pain. The nether is not safe for mining. But yeah, I did okay. But yeah, that took quite a few hours. So yeah, just so you know, I have all the materials required to build the domes in one chest for each dome. So we can all work in parallel. If I get the others to work with me, that is, because our schedules don't always line up. So yeah. And in this chest I have all the extra tools we might need: buckets, pickaxes, shovels, lots of water building potions, and lots of sand in case we decide to drain the water. And if you recall, draining the water was the technique I used for the dome in episode 6, and that is something I don't really want to repeat, because that was a lot of manual labor. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. Because this project requires us to well, come to agreement on when to do it. It might take some time before we can actually get going. So I don't know how long until that will happen. So as a reference, I am looking at Callisto's Cathedral. So if it looks even more magnificent by the time you see this episode, that is, if you follow his channel and see what he does, or maybe have had a another episode after this recording where I show it. Yeah, here's his base, seen from my base for reference. Just putting it out there. So yeah, with that I am going to end this recording, and when I will be back there will probably be maybe a short intro, and then probably a time lapse with us building the 4 domes, however that will be like. So see you in some unknown future. That once again will for you just be in a couple of seconds. You just need to wait a couple of seconds. Lucky you. Who knows how long it will be for me. Anyways, I'll see you. Bye.
Right.
Welcome back, Quagram here, and I'm here with both Callisto and Big Jaffa.
Hello.
And yeah, so we're getting ready for building the underwater domes. I have given them my plans, my blueprints. So I suppose they have gotten acquainted with those.
No.
All right. We got quite a bit of time to get
No
familiar
worries,
with
I'll
those.
bring them up on the other screen.
Yeah.
I think.
Anyways, you see the 4 places we're gonna build. So the way I'm thinking we're gonna do this is that we're each gonna pick one dome to build. So yeah, each dome has their own chest with the required materials, and in the chest next to the portal, we have materials that might be required, some potions, some sand, depending on how we're gonna do the construction. And for when it's required, here's a boat. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, back to the island.
Let's see.
So yeah, guess it's time we're gonna get started. Gonna move my camera down, and I think I'm gonna go for a continuous recording and just I'm just gonna do editing later.
Ja.
Okay.
Ja.
So, and we are once again back. So, Collisionoir won the speed building aspect of this project, even though it was not a competition. So, yeah. His
What is
dome
you saying?
is... Well, his dome is the only one that's, well, completed.
Yay! Yeah!
Yeah! Hip hip hooray! Well, dome number 2, that is mine. I managed to get all the exterior completed. While the Lucy Big
What have
Jaffa...
you done? My God!
Yeah.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Had some
But,
screw-ups though.
this is as far as we, well, did for today, because we're all pretty much tired and it's late at night. So yeah, we might continue with this together sometime in the future, or maybe I will just have to do the rest of the work alone. We'll see. So 2 months. Yeah. That's about how long this project has been left unattended. So, time to get back to it. First off, for this episode, I would have to turn off my shader. I really love playing with shader, but yeah, that's not really practical for an underwater episode. Love. So yeah, I need to figure out where I was. So it's been quite a while since last I worked on this. So it's just been forgotten, unfortunately. But yeah. Got at least one of the domes completed, so that'd be that one, right? Yeah, should be it. Yeah. One that's almost completed. One that still requires a bit of work. And one that has not even been started on, so yeah, there's that. So yeah, there's a lot to do. So yeah, just gonna have to get started on this, get back into this project, and yeah, this will be this week's episode. I have no idea how long this will take, but yeah, it will probably be done in good time. So yeah, with that said, I think I can just end this second intro. I'm not sure how I'm going to edit this, but probably already seen the introduction from 2 months ago. So should be at least oriented on my plans for this, which have not actually changed. So yeah, still good. So yeah, I'm just gonna end this recording here, and yeah, see the giant cathedral in the background. Yeah, I think you could see that in the old recording, and how it does barely even started on. Time has really progressed there. Anyways, I am ending this right here, and I'll be back once I've done some more work here. So, yeah, you'll see. And I am back. So, yeah, I have gotten started on digging. Well, clearing out all the water, that is. So, yeah, I just completed filling this entire dome with sand and clearing out half of it. So, yeah, there's a lot of work involved with this. Luckily, I did find one method of doing this a bit quicker. Just hold down right mouse button and just with a torch in the offhand. It works half the time. The other half I just have to, yeah. It's not a perfect system, but it is effective, and it saves me a few uses on the shovel. I mean, it is an unbreaking too, but one day it's gonna break. I should look around in my storage and see if I can find a better shovel. Yeah. So, yeah. This is going to not take too long. I mean, it took much longer to fill this. So yeah, I'm going to empty this out and start working on filling out the next dome over here. This dome is of course not finished yet, so but I want to fill this with sand, so it gets a bit easier to work here. So I'm just going to make a temporary roof here, and then yeah, fill it with sand. So for the last dome, one that's not even been started on yet, I'm going to do the same, just start filling it with sand straight away before I start building, because yeah, I learned my lesson here. It's very tricky to fill inside with sand, it's just too much work. So yeah, fill it with sand first and then start building. Much easier. Oh, there's a leak. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna continue on doing this, and yeah, I will be back. Okay, so that's another dome. Completely emptied of sand. Except for these few here, that's it. So, 1, 2, it's just a few pillars of sand up there, because I haven't completed the inner construction just yet. And the third one is over here. Started filling it with sand now, so I'm getting there. So after this, still got the fourth one over there. So yeah, that one I'm just gonna just plainly fill before I start building. So yeah, I have checked the time and calculated with the time lapse that you have probably already seen, and measured that this should be at roughly the 21-minute mark. So how close did I get? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't edited the time lapse just yet, so yeah, you have already seen it, so you know better than I do at this point, dear future viewer. So, yeah, with that in mind, I will at some point cut this episode in two. So, I suppose that'll be after I have, yeah, filled all the sand. Yeah. So, with that said, I'm gonna get back to it and finish filling this dome with sand. And yeah, I will be back in just a few moments. Glug 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 glug. Okay, so I'm back once again. Oh, yeah. The fur dome is has been dried up. So yeah. Now I just have to worry about the fourth and last dome. And yeah, that dome has not been constructed, so that will be quite a bit of a job. For doing this dome, I am going to just fill this whole area with sand, as far as my sand goes. Got quite a bit stored up, so should be able to fill most of it. Now, as for how to remove the sand, I think I should go for something a bit quicker, more organized than what I did for the domes, the finished domes of this. So I'm going to dig out the floor here to the right height, and then and then just place lots of torches on the ground with some walls and ladders to hold the water up. It'll be a bit of a job, but yeah, that means that once the sand is all there, I just have to move some walls. I'll just have to remove the walls, and yeah, everything will just come falling down. So it'll be a lot easier. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can do that. I'm gonna see if I can get the time lapse of that, because yeah, that will be pretty nice. Lots of work. So yeah, we'll see you in a little while I prepare that. So yeah, so see you in just a few seconds, as usual. And I am back. So yeah, I've been working a bit. So yeah. This entire bottom part of the dome is now filled with ladders and torches and blocks to keep up the ladders, and the outer wall to keep the water out is almost completed. So yeah, looking at the time, I think I should just end it here, and yeah, I think starting the next episode with a time lapse, because why not? So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So thank you for watching. So if this was interesting, leave a like, and if you haven't, please consider to subscribe. And if this was somehow horrible, please feel free to leave a dislike, and please leave a comment explaining exactly why, because I can't improve without any feedback, so I need feedback. Yeah, I hope this was interesting, and yeah, I will see you next week. Goodbye.